In the vast and arid heart of Mexico, where desert winds carry stories as old as time, there lies a place unlike any other, a mysterious expanse known as the Zone of Silence. Here, as if caught between worlds, radios lose their voice, compasses spin wildly in confusion, and an eerie quiet dominates the air. It is a land where the familiar laws of nature seem to falter, where silence is not just the absence of sound but an uneasy presence that envelops the vast desert with its enigmatic grasp. The Zone of Silence stretches across the Mapimi Desert, a remote and rugged landscape, defined by its barren beauty and haunting isolation. Beneath the endless sky, rocky outcrops rise stark against the horizon, ancient dunes ripple in the heat, and the ground is scattered with fragments from the cosmos, meteorites drawn mysteriously to this land. The silence here feels palpable, wrapping around the senses and stoking a deep, primal curiosity about what lies just beyond human understanding. It is this interplay of haunting stillness and cosmic intrusion that shapes the promise of the zone. For decades, pilots noticed that their radios would suddenly go dead when flying over this area, devices would fail inexplicably, and navigation instruments behaved erratically. This was not the harmless silence of desert winds, it was an interruption that bordered on the paranormal, a puzzle that beckoned adventurers, scientists, and the simply curious to explore further. In the 1960s, the Zone of Silence became the focus of intense study after famed rocket scientist Ivan Sanderson brought global attention to the area. He noted its strange magnetism and began drawing parallels to the Bermuda Triangle, a whole other mystery known for swallowing ships and planes while baffling navigational technology. The echoes of Sanderson's claims added layers of intrigue. This was not just a quiet desert but a region where nature's rules seemed to bend. The desert's stillness contrasts sharply with the ceaseless celestial bombardment it receives. Space rocks, meteoritic remnants from the vastness above, frequently fall here, drawn as if magnetically by the zone's invisible forces. This cosmic connection imbues the area with a sense of energy and movement beneath its calm surface, a reminder that the universe is both vast and intimately connected with this isolated patch of Earth. Radio waves, which traverse the globe in invisible pulses, mysteriously falter in the Zone of Silence. Transmissions interrupted, signals lost as if the desert itself is swallowing sound. For travelers and locals, this anomaly is both fascinating and unnerving. The silence becomes a character in its own right, a presence felt in the waves that should be but never reach the ears, a gap in the continuous flow of communication that shapes modern life. Further amplifying the mystery is the behavior of compasses within the zone. Instruments designed to navigate by Earth's magnetic field begin to spin erratically, as if caught in the grip of unseen forces. This magnetic confusion deepens the feeling that the zone is not simply a place, but a phenomenon, an area where electromagnetic energy behaves unpredictably, throwing science and intuition into a quiet struggle for understanding. For many, the Zone of Silence evokes an aura of otherness that defies the usual explanations of geography and geology. It is a place of whispered legends and unexplained phenomena, a silent witness to cosmic collisions and terrestrial secrets. The desert's stillness provokes an ancient curiosity, one that sparks visions of starry skies, meteorite showers, and the eerie absence of radio chatter in a connected world. The scientific quest to understand the zone has interwoven with tales of superstition and myth. Locals speak of strange lights flickering on clear nights, unexplained sensations, and moments where time seems to stretch and fold, a liminal space at the edge of reality. The zone is more than a puzzle, it is an invitation to explore the vast unknown, a challenge to our grasp of nature and the cosmic forces that both nurture and unsettle our world. As you listen and drift gently into sleep, imagine yourself beneath that open Mexican sky, surrounded by silence so profound you can hear your own heartbeat. Picture the invisible radio waves that vanish untraceably, the compass needle spinning as if confused by an unseen hand. And above, meteors streak across the darkness, silent visitors from another realm, falling into this desert of quiet enigmas where the universe's mysteries come softly alive beneath the stars. The Mapimi Silent Zone lies far from the bustle of Mexico's cities, where the landscape unfolds in endless carpets of rugged desert, punctuated by stark rock formations and sweeping dunes shaped by centuries of wind. This desolation is part of its mystery, an isolated theater where silence reigns and nature's rhythm pulses beneath a vast open sky. The sun beats down mercilessly during the day, and by night, a profound stillness stretches to the horizon, nurturing the strange phenomena that draw seekers into its heart. The desert's vastness instills a deep sense of solitude. Here, time seems distilled into moments heavier than elsewhere, a place where the past, the present, and the cosmos feel strangely intertwined. The Mapimi region's geography is harsh and unforgiving, yet within its stark beauty lies a magnetic allure. Over time, it has come to be known as a place where bewildering natural forces gather, where earth and sky conspire to silence the noise of the modern world. Historic pilots first identified something unusual in this region of northern Mexico. They reported strange interference with their navigation and communication instruments while flying over the desert, a phenomenon quickly dubbed the Zone of Silence. Radios once steady and reliable would fall silent without warning, instruments would spin inexplicably, and all signals seemed to vanish as if swallowed by an invisible curtain. These anomalies sparked a flood of curiosity, sowing the seeds of legend. Scientists and adventurers alike converged on Mapimi, drawn by reports of electromagnetic storms and navigation failures. Early experiments attempted to map radio blackouts, taking measurements at different times and altitudes. They verified consistent, localized zones where electronic communication failed, a striking discovery underscoring the region's peculiarity in a world otherwise saturated by waves and signals. Beyond terrestrial interference, the zone garnered notoriety for its almost magnetic attraction of space debris. Meteorites and cosmic fragments find their resting place here, showering down upon the desert floor in surprising numbers. Mapimi ranks among the richest meteorite fields on Earth, a celestial graveyard littered with remnants from other worlds. Their abundance electrifies the imagination, tethering the barren desert to the infinite expanse overhead. The interactions between terrestrial magnetism and extraterrestrial matter deepen the zone's enigma. Meteoritic materials recovered here often display unusual magnetic properties, provoking questions about their journey through space and final descent. Could the very magnetic anomalies causing radio silence also be acting as a cosmic magnet, pulling meteorites toward this isolated patch of Earth? This interplay between cosmic and terrestrial forces remains one of the zone's most tantalizing mysteries. Locals and visitors report sensations that defy simple explanation, moments of disorientation, fleeting visions of glowing lights, feelings of altered time flow. These ephemeral experiences have woven themselves into the zone's lore, celebrated and whispered about among those who know its terrain. The silence here is not empty but filled with invisible forces, silent watchers tracing the boundaries between worlds. The phenomenon's similarity to the Bermuda Triangle has only fueled public fascination and scientific intrigue. Both regions share stories of lost signals, navigational disarray, and mysterious disappearances, evoking questions about Earth's magnetic personality and its impact on technology, natural forces, and possibly even consciousness itself. However, unlike its Atlantic counterpart, the Zone of Silence remains terrestrial, grounded in the extreme energy of its geophysical landscape. Explorations into the valley's geology reveal a network of mineral-rich faults and deposits beneath the surface. These geological features may interact with Earth's magnetic field and solar radiation in complex ways, producing electromagnetic anomalies potent enough to disrupt radio waves and compasses. The region's rare pulsed emissions could be thought of as Earth's own electromagnetic heartbeat, modulating in rhythms poorly understood but deeply felt. In tandem, researchers analyze the soil's composition, uncovering concentrations of magnetite and other ferromagnetic minerals that might act synergistically within the Earth's electromagnetic environment. This potential natural dynamo, sparking bursts of energy visible as luminous phenomena, challenges scientists to think beyond conventional geophysical models. It reframes the zone not as an aberration but as an active participant in Earth's dynamic energy systems. The radio silence found in the zone is more than a communication failure, it's a profound expression of the Earth's energetic dialogue. Radio signals, usually resilient and pervasive, simply cannot traverse this area. This interruption quilts the desert in a blanket of quiet that is both unnerving and mesmerizing, ushering visitors into a different sensory experience where absence becomes presence, and silence speaks volumes. As modern technology attempts to navigate and map this silence, it reveals its limitations. Even advanced GPS and satellite systems struggle here, as if the zone bends signals away or obscures their sources. These difficulties remind us that despite the leaps humanity has made in understanding and exploration, certain natural forces remain stubbornly opaque, whispering in frequencies our instruments cannot fully grasp. The meteorites, silent messengers from the cosmos, arrive in this enigmatic place with their own stories etched in stone. Their fall marks both a violent entry and gentle deposition, an ongoing celestial gift to the desert floor. Each meteorite recovered in the zone engenders curiosity about formation, composition, and origin, connecting a remote desert to the unfathomable universe beyond the atmosphere. Witnessing a meteor shower over the Zone of Silence is to observe the convergence of cosmic and terrestrial silence, where falling stars carve transient arcs of light into the night's black canvas. These moments accentuate the zone's paradox. It is a place of silent electronic signals, yet alive with pulsing cosmic energy and meteorites that speak silently of worlds afar. The connection between radio silence and meteorite magnetism is deeply suggestive. Scientists ponder whether the zone's magnetic anomalies not only disrupt human technology but create a gravitational or electromagnetic focal point drawing cosmic debris earthward. This hypothesis holds powerful appeal, situating the zone as a natural crossroads between Earth and space, a boundary where universal forces reveal their hidden choreography. Despite increasing scientific inquiry and technological advancements, the Zone of Silence remains wrapped in ambiguity. Every explanation unfolds new mysteries, forces interact in ways not yet fully understood, space artifacts descend in unprecedented numbers, and the silence continues to swallow signals with uncanny fidelity. The zone's complexity makes it a unique natural laboratory for testing the limits of modern physics and earth sciences. Local people's experiences add richness to the scientific narrative. Their stories of strange lights flickering, electronic devices failing unexpectedly, and moments of altered time perception overlay the data with lived reality. This melding of empirical study and seasonal folklore imbues the zone with a sense of place alive with wonder, suspicion, and reverence. The Zone's phenomenon challenges rigid boundaries between science and mysticism. It gently dissolves the line, inviting open-minded exploration. Explorers, pilots, and researchers approach the zone not with certainty but all participants in an unfolding mystery where silence itself becomes an active force shaping perception and experience. The zone of silence demands humility from those who enter its realm. It teaches that nature's secrets do not yield easily nor quickly, and that understanding may come more from quiet observation than from forceful interrogation. This lesson feels especially vital in a world racing toward answers, reminding us that some enigmas endure precisely because they refuse to be solved outright. As you drift deeper into sleep, imagine the infinite desert stretching endlessly, wrapped in silence, alive with unseen forces. Picture the sky ablaze with meteorites, Earth magnets pulling the stars closer, radios falling silent, and compasses spinning without direction. Let the hush of the zone of silence cradle you, a lullaby woven from the cosmos itself inviting you into a night where mystery reigns gently and forever. In the early days of exploration, the zone of silence was shrouded in rumors and whispers, tales whispered from one traveler to the next like a secret shared in the dark. The region's reputation grew, fueled by strange radio silence, compass malfunctions, and the frequent fall of meteorites that set the barren desert floor glittering with cosmic fragments. Each story deepened the impression that this vast stretch of Mexican desert was more than just land. It was a living enigma, a place where earthly and cosmic forces intertwined in silent conspiracy. Pilots passing over the area were often the first to encounter the zone's peculiar effects. Many reported sudden communication blackouts, radios cracking and then falling dead, navigation instruments spinning out of control as if disturbed by a force beyond understanding. These incidents were not isolated. They became legendary among those flying southern Mexico's skies, a cautionary tale whispered in flight lounges and aviation circles. Despite such warnings, adventurers and scientists were drawn irresistibly to the zone's heart, inspired by the challenge of decoding its silence. Early researchers set out, armed with technology and determination, to map the invisible lines that could explain why signals died here while just beyond they roared clearly. Instruments tested frequencies, radios probed the airwaves, compasses were recalibrated and all met with the same baffling disruption. The unique geological setting provided a backdrop for these anomalies. The Mapimi Desert's underground is a maze of rich mineral veins, ancient fault lines, and pockets of subterranean water. Scientists believed these elements could produce intense electromagnetic fields, capable of interfering with radio transmissions and magnetic instruments. Yet the scale and precision of interference were extraordinary. No other known desert demonstrated such consistent and unusual electromagnetic behavior. The mystery deepened with the relentless appearance of meteorites. The zone is one of the planet's most prolific meteorite collection areas, scattering clusters of space debris across its vast floor. These meteorites, some weighing hundreds of kilograms, shimmer with a magnetic pull that seems to contradict ordinary physics. Theories suggest magnetic anomalies could channel or attract cosmic fragments, making the desert a natural collector of extraterrestrial material from the farthest reaches of the cosmos into the silent Earth below. Every recovered meteorite in the zone is a silent messenger from the depths of space, a fragment of story written in cosmic fire and stone. Laboratories around the world have eagerly studied these meteorites, revealing elemental compositions unmatched by known terrestrial material, glimmers of the ancient universe encoded in metallic and mineral forms. These fragments offer a tangible link between the heavens and the enigmatic silence of the desert. The area's silence extends beyond lost radio waves. It is a sensory vacuum, where ambient noise itself seems subdued. The wind carries fewer sounds, distant animal calls seem muffled. This atmospheric quiet enhances the zone's eerie reputation, as if the desert absorbs not just signals and instruments but also the noise of life and time itself. Locals tell stories of nights spent under the endless stars, watching phenomena that defy simple explanation: strange lights flickering on the horizon, odd sensations of time distortion, and moments when compasses spin uncontrollably, unable to find true north. These tales, passed down through generations, paint a landscape alive with unseen energies and whispering secrets, reinforcing the zone's allure as both a natural wonder and a paranormal nexus. The silent desert's uncanny properties invite comparison to other legendary locations, most famously the Bermuda Triangle. Both are zones where modern navigation and communication systems mysteriously falter, where legends speak of disappearances and strange encounters. Scientists have sought shared explanations, exploring whether magnetic anomalies, environmental peculiarities, or space weather events might connect these distant but strangely kindred places. Despite technological advancement, the zone of silence remains a place where instruments falter and theory stretches thin. Radio failures, compass distortions, and magnetic waves do not always host neat explanations, challenging even the most rigorous scientific surveys. This resistance to comprehension is part of what makes the zone an enduring locus of fascination where science and mystery coexist in uneasy harmony. Exploration has extended beyond passive observation. Researchers have established field stations, deployed mobile laboratories, and experimented with various detection methods: infrasound receivers, geophysical probes, magnetic field scanners, hoping to capture the moment and map the forces responsible. Yet, the desert's secrets are slow to reveal themselves, cloaked in complexity and silence. The zone's magnetic anomalies are profound, with some measurements indicating localized fluctuations far stronger than expected in typical terrestrial settings. These anomalies may arise from the complex layout of mineral deposits or from dynamic processes beneath the surface: tectonic movements, electromagnetic vortices interacting to create a natural system capable of affecting devices and maybe even the environment in extraordinary ways. Meteorite magnetism adds another layer of complexity. The collected meteorites show unusual magnetic properties not fully explained by their cosmic origin alone. This suggests an interaction with the zone's electromagnetic field after impact or during descent, hinting that the desert's magnetic forces might actively influence space debris, creating a feedback loop between celestial phenomena and terrestrial energy systems. Human experiences in the zone often reflect the ambient strangeness. Visitors report sensations of dizziness, temporal disorientation, heightened sensory awareness, or other altered states while within the zone. These subjective effects raise intriguing questions about the relationship between electromagnetic fields and the human nervous system, suggesting that the zone's energies might directly influence human perception in profound ways yet to be fully understood. The cultural fabric surrounding the zone of silence weaves science, spirituality, and folklore into a rich tapestry. For locals, the zone represents a place of both reverence and caution, a landscape alive with natural power and mystery, where the boundaries between the ordinary and the extraordinary blur amid desert winds and shimmering stars. This cultural perspective deepens the appreciation of the zone as a living landscape rather than a mere scientific anomaly. Parallels between the zone of silence and other global phenomena encourage interdisciplinary dialogue. Studies compare it to other electromagnetic anomalies, UFO hotspots, and meteorite prolific zones worldwide, searching for commonalities that might point to universal principles governing unexplained luminous or energetic phenomena. Such comparisons broaden our understanding, situating the zone within a global matrix of natural mysteries. As research continues, new technologies are integrated into exploration efforts. Satellite imaging provides macro-view insights, while unmanned aerial vehicles equipped with sophisticated sensors collect microdata unavailable to ground teams. These technologies help construct layered environmental models, incorporating geology, meteorology, and electromagnetic behavior, fostering a holistic view of the zone's dynamics. Simultaneously, advances in computational modeling allow researchers to simulate electromagnetic and plasma interactions under conditions mimicking the zone's unique attributes. These simulations seek to replicate the phenomena-s observed behaviors: light formations, signal disruptions, magnetic variations, bridging theoretical physics with empirical field data, fostering a synthetic understanding of the exotic desert environment. Despite decades of fascination, the zone of silence remains a place where mystery holds sway. Technology has illuminated many details but also deepened our appreciation for nature's complexity and the cosmos's boundless enigma. The desert stands as a reminder that even in our age of scientific enlightenment, some phenomena invite reverence, patience, and a willingness to wonder. The zone's silence, rich with electromagnetic symphonies, meteorite secrets, and cosmic whispers, invites us into a space beyond ordinary perception. It calls us not to dominate or fully grasp but to participate in the unfolding story of Earth's unseen energies and the universe's silent dialogues. A place to listen, to dream, and to lose ourselves gently in the vast dark. Tonight, as the desert winds rise softly and the stars scatter across the boundless sky, the zone of silence waits, radiant in its unseen power, beckoning once more to all who dream beneath its eternal hush. Across decades, the scientific quest to understand the zone of silence has soared to new heights of innovation and dedication. Building on early observations and local law, researchers designed and implemented permanent measurement stations, embedding the valley with instruments capable of listening to the planet's secret whispers. Advanced magnetometers, multispectral cameras, and radio wave analyzers tirelessly chart the invisible forces shaping this enigmatic desert, gathering the raw data of mystery in real time. The persistent presence of electromagnetic anomalies anchors much of the research. Trees and rocks themselves become instruments, as natural mineral deposits generate or concentrate electromagnetic fields that fluctuate unpredictably. These magnetic tempests ripple outward, bending and blocking signals, rendering traditional communication devices mute and compasses unreliable. Their fickle orchestration both fascinates and frustrates those who seek to decode their cause. Exploring these phenomena has led scientists into the realm of plasma physics, where clouds of ionized gas, energized by geological movements or charged particles from space, create ephemeral glowing orbs. These plasma balls can be stable for minutes or seconds, radiating light as they drift, accelerate, or split in melodious grace. Capturing these fleeting marvels challenges the limits of current technology, a task complicated by their spontaneity and subtle interaction with environment. Researchers speculate that subterranean electrical discharges emerge as visible plasma above ground, igniting luminous phenomena that drift silently in the night. The exact mechanism remains elusive. Refinements in geophysical modeling seek to simulate the complex interplay of mineral vibrations, gas releases, and atmospheric conditions that might produce these dazzling displays. Each new experiment builds toward a fuller, more precise portrayal of the zone's energetic choreography. The remarkable variety in light, color, and behavior suggests a spectrum of plasma states or differing compositions of gases and ions in the desert air. Pale whites, deep reds, eerie blues, a shifting palette informed by charges, particles, and energies only partially understood. This kaleidoscope intensifies the feeling of the zone not as a singular event but as a dynamic, evolving system capable of producing myriad beautiful manifestations. Magnetic field irregularities recorded during light events show temporal pulses, spatial distortions, and waveforms consistent with complex Earth magnetic interactions. These findings encourage scientists to view the desert as a natural electromagnetic reactor, a small-scale laboratory where interactions between Earth's crust, atmosphere, and cosmic energies yield phenomena rare, radiant, and perplexing. Despite progress, the light's apparent complexity compels researchers to consider consciousness or intelligence. Some orb behaviors, sudden stops, evasive maneuvers, synchronized groupings reflect sophistication beyond simple plasma behavior, hinting at emergent phenomena or unknown physical principles. This intersection of nature and agency propels the zone's inclusion in broader studies of unexplained aerial phenomena worldwide. Anomalous electromagnetic interference near sightings adds a technological puzzle. Cameras freeze, radios cut out, instruments spike, all pointing toward potent energy fields surrounding the lights. These episodes parallel numerous UFO encounters globally, knitting Hessdalen into an intercontinental mystery trail where energy manipulates matter and perception in ways that science is only beginning to explore. The psychological impact of the zone is equally profound. Witnesses report experiences varying from serene awe to heightened alertness or eerie calm, sometimes bordering on altered states of consciousness. Neurological studies hint at the influence of electromagnetic phenomena on brain activity, raising questions about how subtle environmental energies may affect perception, memory, and even the experience of time within the zone. The social fabric surrounding the zone of silence is a unique weave of scientific endeavor and cultural heritage. Residents embrace the phenomenon as a living part of their landscape, sharing stories that enrich scientific understanding while preserving the mystery. This fusion of communal experience and empirical pursuit embodies a holistic approach to one of the world's most intriguing natural enigmas. Parallel comparisons with other unexplained regions like the Bermuda Triangle, the Marfa Lights, or Japan's Yonaguni Monument spur interdisciplinary research. These phenomena suggest shared underlying physical principles and possibly universal energetic processes that manifest differently across environments but with hauntingly similar signatures of mystery. Recent decades have seen a surge in technological deployments, from remote sensing satellites capturing electromagnetic patterns to drones equipped with advanced plasma detectors. Such high-tech approaches open new frontiers in monitoring, promising data with precision and scope previously unmatched. These advancements nurture hope that the depths of the zone's mysteries may soon yield to human ingenuity. Laboratory experiments simulate plasma ball interaction under controlled electromagnetic fields, replicating many of Hessdalen's observed behaviors. Although these trials reproduce hovering lights and pulsations, the full complexity, the apparent responsiveness and erratic pathing remains beyond current experimental grasp, extending the enigma into realms still undefined by physics. The intricate dance of geology, Atmospheric electricity, magnetism, and cosmic influences converges uniquely in Hestalen, where ancient Earth forces blend with the universe's energetic fabric. This convergence crafts a stage for luminous phenomena perpetually balancing on the edge of the known and unknown, inviting endless exploration of natural laws and the mysteries that exceed their limits. Scientists and local observers have grown accustomed to the unpredictability and beauty of the lights. These phenomena resist being pinned down as simply anomalies or artfully staged illusions. They demand reverence, curiosity, and an openness to wonder on a scale rarely encountered in terrestrial science. The Zone of Silence's lights dance as if both born of the earth and gifted by the stars. As you settle into the quiet tonight, envision the desert's wide, silent expanse, illuminated intermittently by gentle or fiery orbs drifting across the sky. Feel the endless interplay of cosmic debris, mineral fields, and magnetic pulses weaving the incoherent into a luminous fabric. These dances of light are an invitation not to conquest, but to quiet marvel, to enter patiently into the eternal conversation between Earth and universe, silence and light. The silence within Mapimi's vast desert serves as a canvas for nature's subtle yet spectacular displays. Meteorites falling like silent messengers into the warm earth, forever etching traces of cosmic history upon this enigmatic land. The abundance of space rocks discovered here is extraordinary, capturing the imagination of scientists and dreamers alike. Each meteorite that graces the barren sands carries secrets from uncharted realms of the universe, binding this isolated stretch of desert to the farthest reaches of the cosmos. These celestial visitors, cast down by the gravitational embrace of Earth, seem drawn magnetically to Mapimi's unique terrain. Their deposits form a natural collection unparalleled in scale, prompting research into why this site attracts so much extraterrestrial matter. Scientists hypothesize that intense magnetic anomalies in the zone may create invisible traps, gravitational or electromagnetic wells that funnel meteoritic fragments to their resting place here, though this remains a compelling enigma. Meteorites are more than mere stones. They are time capsules from epochs beyond human reach, remnants of the early solar system forged billions of years ago. In Mapimi's silence, they fall unheralded, yet each impact resonates with a story of cosmic forces, solar winds, and distant cataclysms. Their metallic cores and crystalline structures inspire detailed analysis, revealing surprising chemical fingerprints that expand our understanding of planetary formation and cosmic history. The interaction of these foreign rocks with the zone's strong electromagnetic environment induces a subtle dance of forces. Magnetic studies of meteorite fields suggest that high local magnetic gradients could affect meteorite trajectories during descent, a theory that challenges our conventional view of meteorite scattering and impact patterns. This interplay hints at a cosmic resonance, where Earth's magnetic anomalies and celestial bodies interlock in a sublime, if mysterious, embrace. Yet the meteorite's presence is but one layer of the zone's electromagnetic puzzle. The Zone of Silence is rife with reports of technology inexplicably failing within its bounds. Radios that suddenly cut out, compasses spinning erratically, and other electronic devices rendered useless form a pattern of interference unique to this remote expanse. This electromagnetic chaos raises questions about the forces that can disrupt even the signals and tools designed to connect the modern world. Scientists postulate that heavy concentrations of metallic minerals, magnetite, pyrite, and others within the desert's geology could create localized, intense magnetic fields capable of interfering with radio waves. Moreover, shifts in ionospheric conductivity due to solar activity or meteorite ionization events may compound the zone's radio blackout effects, producing a layered, multi-source disruption that defies straightforward diagnosis. In parallel, local atmospheric conditions play a decisive role in shaping these anomalies. The arid climate, seasonally variable air densities, and the presence of electrically charged dust particles contribute to complex interactions in the desert's thin atmosphere. Dust storms and temperature inversions act as catalysts for transient electrostatic or electromagnetic phenomena, further complicating the pattern of radio silence that defines the zone. Adding to the zone's depth, explorers have documented fleeting ball lightning sightings round glowing spheres of electrical energy often associated with storms but here occurring in calm conditions. These rare natural plasma events provide a physical analog to the luminous orbs occasionally reported in the zone, reinforcing theories that link the meteorite magnetism and signal loss phenomena to advanced forms of plasma. However, the exact mechanism producing this interference and its relationship to falling meteorites remains elusive. The multiplicity of influencing factors geological, atmospheric, electromagnetic, and cosmic create a web of interactions that resist reduction to simple cause and effect. The zone of silence is a nexus where many strands of natural phenomena weave together into a tapestry still only partially glimpsed. Intriguingly, local inhabitants have long known of the zone's peculiar properties, incorporating the silence and magnetic disturbances into their folklore and worldview. Potent tales speak of time slowing, compasses betraying travelers, and whispers on the wind intangible echoes of the desert's enigmatic character. This blending of empirical observation with cultural narrative forms a vital part of the zone's identity, where science and heritage reflect each other in spectral harmony. Visitors to the zone often speak of an elemental stillness that pervades the land, an almost sacred quiet broken only by the occasional whispers of wind or the rare meteorite's distant crash. This silence invites deep introspection, drawing humans closer to the subtle mysteries embedded in earth and sky. Here, distance from civilization invites a reconnection with the fundamental forces shaping existence, beneath a sky ablaze with stars and falling fire. The parallels between the zone of silence and the Bermuda Triangle extend beyond mere folklore. Both regions share the hallmark of strange, unexplained disruptions to navigation and communication, evoking a deeper curiosity about Earth's electromagnetic idiosyncrasies. While the Bermuda Triangle's stories involve vanishings at sea, the zone's desolate deserts echo with silent, terrestrial disturbances, both realms where the invisible hand of nature's mysteries alters human technology and perception. Scientific expeditions have increasingly focused on modeling the zone's electromagnetic environment, applying sophisticated magnetotelluric and geomagnetic surveys. These studies suggest that fault lines beneath the desert, saturated with conductive minerals, can give rise to complex local magnetic anomalies. This terrestrial dance with magnetism may underpin the region's radio silence and attract meteoritic material, hinting at energetic landscapes where Earth's own pulse overlaps with the cosmos. Complementing field studies, remote sensing from satellites provides synoptic views of solar wind influence and ionospheric activity, charting how solar storms and charged particles interact with Earth's magnetosphere. These interactions appear to modulate the zone's electromagnetic environment, potentially triggering or suppressing the radio blackouts and plasma phenomena that define its uniqueness. Through this cosmic lens, the zone becomes a living interface between Earth and the endless space beyond. Remote sensing also reveals subtle thermal and electromagnetic fluxes shifting with desert microclimates, underscoring the dynamic interplay of Earth and atmosphere. These fluxes may drive transient luminous events, affecting the landscape's energy balance and interacting with cosmic radiation. Such insights enrich the puzzle, offering glimpses of a multi-layered reality where magnetic geology and atmospheric physics meet seamlessly. The meteorites themselves are archaeological texts from the sky, offering a tangible record of solar system history, planetary formation, and cosmic travel. Laboratory studies reveal presolar grains embedded in their matrices, isotope anomalies that invite rethinking of the conditions prevailing billions of years ago. The desert floor of the Zone of Silence serves as a celestial library, where each recovered meteorite adds a chapter to humanity's story among the stars. Failures in electronic equipment coincide remarkably with meteorite impacts and electromagnetic events, raising the possibility of transient energetic phenomena triggered by cosmic particle interaction with Earth's magnetic field. These observations cross scientific disciplines, linking geology, astrophysics, atmospheric science, and electronic engineering in a collaborative quest to understand nature's layered complexity. Human perception is deeply entangled with this enigmatic environment. Visitors often describe altered spatial awareness, time distortion, and haunting calm, experiences suggesting that the zone's energetic properties influence consciousness. Psychologists and neuroscientists examine such reports, exploring connections between electromagnetic fields and neural activity, offering new frontiers to understand how the environment shapes human experience actively. Cultural narratives enrich scientific inquiry, grounding abstract data in the textures of human existence. Communities surrounding the zone maintain oral histories that intertwine geological phenomena with ancestral memory, spirituality, and lived experience. These narratives foster respect for the land's mysteries, encouraging research approaches that honor both measurable data and the profound human response to wonder. Interdisciplinary collaboration has become the zone's hallmark, drawing expertise from physics, geology, atmospheric science, psychology, and anthropology. Each discipline contributes perspectives that shape a holistic framework, acknowledging the zone's intricacies while advancing toward unified explanations that embrace complexity rather than oversimplify. Technological innovation continues to expand the horizons of investigation. Networks of ground-based sensors move in concert with airborne drones capturing multispectral data, while space-based assets monitor solar and cosmic activity influencing the zone. These layered observations promise new insights into the zone's dynamic nature, disclosing how Earth's physical systems interface in profound, previously unseen ways. Despite vast ongoing efforts, the Zone of Silence holds onto its core mystery: the confluence of silence and light, disruption and harmony, cosmic debris and terrestrial magnetism plays out nightly beneath an unyielding sky. The desert landscape, ancient and imperturbable, remains a witness to energies as old as the planet, silently inviting us to listen and wonder at the universe's infinite complexity. As night deepens over the desert, the Zone of Silence pulses gently, an enigmatic heartbeat felt but not heard. It beckons explorers, dreamers, and scientists alike to observe, to question, and to embrace the stillness where the cosmos and Earth meet. There, beneath the starry canopy, the silence speaks softly, promising that some mysteries are eternal, glowing faintly in the shadows until the curious arrive. The persistent radio silences within the Zone of Silence have long captured the imagination of scientists and explorers alike, leading to extensive investigations into the absence of signals and the presence of intense electromagnetic anomalies. Detailed surveys revealed that the desert harbors powerful local magnetic fields, capable of distorting and absorbing radio waves, effectively creating blackouts where technology falls mute. These magnetic islands disrupt communication lines invisibly, rendering modern devices ineffective in the most ancient silence. At the heart of this phenomenon lies the complex geology of the region. The desert sits atop a rich mineral bed, filled with magnetite and other magnetic ores, interspersed with fault lines producing natural electrical activity. These mineral formations form vast circuits beneath the surface where charged particles flow, interacting with shifting crustal stresses and nightly cooling. This dynamic interaction may generate pulses of energy that disrupt electromagnetic signals and perhaps even influence the falling meteorite's trajectory. Meteorites, the cosmic gifts showering across the zone, interact with this electromagnetic dance in fascinating ways. Their materials often display magnetic anomalies that hint at the influence of the desert's fields after entering the atmosphere. Their descent and ultimate impact create tiny plasma discharges and electrical sparks, enriching the desert with subtle bursts of bioenergetic phenomena that can interfere transiently with local electronics, adding to the zone's paranormal reputation. The physical environment's uniqueness is enhanced by desert weather patterns, fluctuating air temperatures, rare but intense storms, and vast open skies create the perfect conditions for electrical activity and atmospheric discharges. Lightning storms and sudden electric surges ripple through the environment, sometimes igniting plasma balls or mysterious light phenomena linked closely to the radio blackouts and compass errors reported within the zone. Advanced instruments placed within the zone reveal temporal correlations between solar activity and electromagnetic disturbances. Solar flares and cosmic radiation influx seem to modulate the intensity and frequency of anomalies. This interaction between extraterrestrial forces and terrestrial conditions gives the desert a dynamic character, a gateway where earthbound materials meet cosmic energy to create disturbances visible only to science's most sensitive instruments. As technology advanced, drones and satellite imaging complemented ground stations, providing continuous surveillance of the electromagnetic and geomagnetic environment. These aerial and orbital tools revealed stunning patterns, shifting magnetic vortices, transient light collisions, and plasma formations undetected by previous ground-based sensors. The zone became an open laboratory for interdisciplinary research, attracting experts in astrophysics, geology, and atmospheric science. Despite the wealth of quantifiable data, the zone's effects on human perception remain compelling. Visitors often describe feeling disoriented or sensing an unexplainable presence, experiences sometimes accompanied by brief time distortions or phantom sounds that seem to blur the line between reality and imagination. Studies into the neurophysiological impact of low-frequency electromagnetic fields propose that the zone's energy might subtly alter brainwave patterns, producing vivid sensory experiences beyond traditional psychological explanations. This intricate intermingling of objective mythology and subjective reality makes the zone a unique space where scientific inquiry and personal narrative intertwine into a complex tapestry. The desolate silence becomes a medium not only for electromagnetic exploration but also for human introspection, inviting those who enter to consider their own place in a universe brimming with unseen forces. The magnetic anomaly's influence on technology is particularly notable. Experimental setups within the zone have documented repeated interference with GPS signals, frequency distortions in radio transmissions, and even temporary equipment shutdowns. These disruptions challenge assumptions about the uniformity and reliability of electromagnetic propagation, underscoring the fragile balance between technology and natural phenomena in extreme conditions. Some researchers have suggested that the Zone S electromagnetic environment could serve as a natural laboratory for studying geomagnetic storms and their impacts on communication networks, offering insights critical to understanding and mitigating disruptions in an increasingly connected world. The Zone of Silence thus gains wider relevance, linking a remote desert mystery to global technological challenges. The accumulation of meteorites continues to fascinate. Each fragment recovered tells a cosmic story of long journeys through the solar system, violent fiery entries, and the final fall into a desert charged with subtle energies. Scientific analysis reveals complex compositions, including rare minerals and isotopic anomalies, expanding our knowledge not only of the cosmos but also of our planet's role as a recipient of celestial material. The interaction between incoming cosmic material and the desert's energetic environment may create transient luminous phenomena often reported alongside the radio silence. Sudden flashes, glowing spheres, and discrete light bursts observed by locals and scientists alike may be manifestations of energetic collisions between meteorite-infused particles and charged atmospherics, blurring the lines between falling stars and earthly light. Into this scientific context, local folklore weaves its rich threads. Stories of glowing orbs, invisible watchers, and shifting realities echo ancient Mexican myths, granting cultural depth to the events. The blend of knowledge and legend forms a holistic narrative, one that honors scientific rigor while embracing the essential mystery that fuels human wonder. In modern undertakings, international collaborations have expanded monitoring networks, employing sophisticated magnetometers, airborne lidar, and satellite-based sensors to form comprehensive environmental profiles. These efforts aim to create predictive models of the Zone's anomalies, seeking correlations between solar winds, crustal movement, and electromagnetic fluctuations. Though promising, these models remain incomplete, reflecting the Zone's complexity. Simultaneously, experimental plasma laboratories attempt to recreate the Zone's luminous phenomena under controlled conditions, generating ball lightning analogues and sustained plasma entities. While successful in mimicking basic behaviors, these experiments cannot yet capture the full spectrum of the Zone of Silence's light manifestations, hinting at unknown parameters or subtle factors eluding current technology. The whispers of intelligent or responsive behavior observed in light movements prompt discussions that border on philosophy and physics. Could self-organizing plasma or energetic constructs attain a primitive form of agency? This provocative question urges scientists to consider non-traditional frameworks that stretch beyond classical physics, potentially opening new fields of inquiry into emergent phenomena that straddle the line between life and energy. The Zone of Silence remains a stimulating puzzle, a fertile ground where natural forces merge unpredictably to script nocturnal light shows unmatched in global rarity. Its persistent anomalies embody the universe's enduring invitation to explore, to question, and to marvel at the delicate balance between order and chaos. Every startling observation encourages both humility and excitement, a reminder that the cosmos harbors depths unseen and forces unseen. As you listen, imagine the Zone's silence enveloping you, the warm desert night, the scintillating stars above, the faint magnetically charged air teasing your senses. Picture meteorites silently raining down, contributing their ancient fragments to this electromagnetic theater, as invisible waves falter and vanish, and as mysterious lights both natural and perhaps beyond ignore time's limits, glowing softly, patiently, eternally. The persistent radio silences within the Zone of Silence have long captured the imagination of scientists and explorers alike, leading to extensive investigations into the absence of signals and the presence of intense electromagnetic anomalies. Detailed surveys revealed that the desert harbors powerful local magnetic fields, capable of distorting and absorbing radio waves, effectively creating blackouts where technology falls mute. These magnetic islands disrupt communication lines invisibly, rendering modern devices ineffective in the most ancient silence. At the heart of this phenomenon lies the complex geology of the region. The desert sits atop a rich mineral bed, filled with magnetite and other magnetic ores, interspersed with fault lines producing natural electrical activity. These mineral formations form vast circuits beneath the surface where charged particles flow, interacting with shifting crustal stresses and nightly cooling. This dynamic interaction may generate pulses of energy that disrupt electromagnetic signals and perhaps even influence the falling meteorite's trajectory. Meteorites, the cosmic gifts showering across the zone, interact with this electromagnetic dance in fascinating ways. Their materials often display magnetic anomalies that hint at the influence of the desert's fields after entering the atmosphere. Their descent and ultimate impact create tiny plasma discharges and electrical sparks, enriching the desert with subtle bursts of bioenergetic phenomena that can interfere transiently with local electronics, adding to the zone's paranormal reputation. The physical environment's uniqueness is enhanced by desert weather patterns, fluctuating air temperatures, rare but intense storms, and vast open skies create the perfect conditions for electrical activity and atmospheric discharges. Lightning storms and sudden electric surges ripple through the environment, sometimes igniting plasma balls or mysterious light phenomena linked closely to the radio blackouts and compass errors reported within the zone. Advanced instruments placed within the zone reveal temporal correlations between solar activity and electromagnetic disturbances. Solar flares and cosmic radiation influx seem to modulate the intensity and frequency of anomalies. This interaction between extraterrestrial forces and terrestrial conditions gives the desert a dynamic character, a gateway where earthbound materials meet cosmic energy to create disturbances visible only to science's most sensitive instruments. As technology advanced, drones and satellite imaging complemented ground stations, providing continuous surveillance of the electromagnetic and geomagnetic environment. These aerial and orbital tools revealed stunning patterns, shifting magnetic vortices, transient light collisions, and plasma formations undetected by previous ground-based sensors. The zone became an open laboratory for interdisciplinary research, attracting experts in astrophysics, geology, and atmospheric science. Despite the wealth of quantifiable data, the zone's effects on human perception remain compelling. Visitors often describe feeling disoriented or sensing an unexplainable presence, experiences sometimes accompanied by brief time distortions or phantom sounds that seem to blur the line between reality and imagination. Studies into the neurophysiological impact of low-frequency electromagnetic fields propose that the zone's energy might subtly alter brainwave patterns, producing vivid sensory experiences beyond traditional psychological explanations. This intricate intermingling of objective mythology and subjective reality makes the zone a unique space where scientific inquiry and personal narrative intertwine into a complex tapestry. The desolate silence becomes a medium not only for electromagnetic exploration but also for human introspection, inviting those who enter to consider their own place in a universe brimming with unseen forces. The magnetic anomaly's influence on technology is particularly notable. Experimental setups within the zone have documented repeated interference with GPS signals, frequency distortions in radio transmissions, and even temporary equipment shutdowns. These disruptions challenge assumptions about the uniformity and reliability of electromagnetic propagation, underscoring the fragile balance between technology and natural phenomena in extreme conditions. Some researchers have suggested that the Zone S electromagnetic environment could serve as a natural laboratory for studying geomagnetic storms and their impacts on communication networks, offering insights critical to understanding and mitigating disruptions in an increasingly connected world. The zone of silence thus gains wider relevance, linking a remote desert mystery to global technological challenges. The accumulation of meteorites continues to fascinate. Each fragment recovered tells a cosmic story of long journeys through the solar system, violent fiery entries, and the final fall into a desert charged with subtle energies. Scientific analysis reveals complex compositions, including rare minerals and isotopic anomalies, expanding our knowledge not only of the cosmos but also of our planet's role as a recipient of celestial material. The interaction between incoming cosmic material and the desert's energetic environment may create transient luminous phenomena often reported alongside the radio silence. Sudden flashes, glowing spheres, and discrete light bursts observed by locals and scientists alike may be manifestations of energetic collisions between meteorite-infused particles and charged atmospherics, blurring the lines between falling stars and earthly light. Into this scientific context, local folklore weaves its rich threads. Stories of glowing orbs, invisible watchers, and shifting realities echo ancient Mexican myths, granting cultural depth to the events. The blend of knowledge and legend forms a holistic narrative, one that honors scientific rigor while embracing the essential mystery that fuels human wonder. In modern undertakings, international collaborations have expanded monitoring networks, employing sophisticated magnetometers, airborne lidar, and satellite-based sensors to form comprehensive environmental profiles. These efforts aim to create predictive models of the Zone's anomalies, seeking correlations between solar winds, crustal movement, and electromagnetic fluctuations. Though promising, these models remain incomplete, reflecting the Zone's complexity. Simultaneously, experimental plasma laboratories attempt to recreate the Zone's luminous phenomena under controlled conditions, generating ball lightning analogues and sustained plasma entities. While successful in mimicking basic behaviors, these experiments cannot yet capture the full spectrum of the zone of silence's light manifestations, hinting at unknown parameters or subtle factors eluding current technology. The whispers of intelligent or responsive behavior observed in light movements prompt discussions that border on philosophy and physics. Could self-organizing plasma or energetic constructs attain a primitive form of agency? This provocative question urges scientists to consider non-traditional frameworks that stretch beyond classical physics, potentially opening new fields of inquiry into emergent phenomena that straddle the line between life and energy. The zone of silence remains a stimulating puzzle, a fertile ground where natural forces merge unpredictably to script nocturnal light shows unmatched in global rarity. Its persistent anomalies embody the universe's enduring invitation to explore, to question, and to marvel at the delicate balance between order and chaos. Every startling observation encourages both humility and excitement, a reminder that the cosmos harbors depths unseen and forces unseen. As you listen, imagine the Zone's silence enveloping you, the warm desert night, the scintillating stars above, the faint magnetically charged air teasing your senses. Picture meteorites silently raining down, contributing their ancient fragments to this electromagnetic theater, as invisible waves falter and vanish, and as mysterious lights, both natural and perhaps beyond, ignore time's limits, glowing softly, patiently, eternally. Deep beneath the surface of the desert, the complex interaction between natural minerals, ancient fault lines, and cosmic influences creates a network of energy that is both subtle and profound. This subterranean web appears to act as a natural amplifier, generating powerful electromagnetic pulses that disrupt everyday technology, yet produce spectacular visual phenomena. These deep-seated processes are slowly revealing themselves through meticulous geophysical surveys, hinting at a dynamic system where geology and cosmic forces continuously dance in a silent, invisible symphony. Scientists have mapped the underground mineral deposits, discovering vast veins of magnetite and other ferromagnetic materials whose magnetic properties are far stronger than those found in most terrestrial environments. These mineral-rich zones are believed to influence both magnetic field fluctuations and electrical discharges, creating hotspots of intense electromagnetic activity that periodically surge to the surface. This cycle of underground energy release correlates with surface events, such as the sudden appearance of luminous plasma balls and the intermittent blackouts experienced by local communication systems. The interaction between cosmic debris and Earth's magnetic environment adds further complexity to the zone's mysteries. Each meteorite that falls within the region appears to respond to local magnetic anomalies, sometimes exhibiting strange behavior during descent, such as altered trajectory or prolonged atmospheric glows. These effects suggest that the cosmic particles are not simply inert fragments but active participants in a larger electromagnetic environment, one that influences their path and the plasma phenomena observed in the sky. The geological substrate is also highly reactive to space weather. Periods of intense solar activity amplify the zone's natural electromagnetic disturbances, causing fluctuations in magnetic and electric fields that ripple outward like seismic waves. During these solar storms, the skies light up with unusual phenomena, and the radio silence becomes even more profound, reinforcing the idea that the region is a cosmic crossroads, where terrestrial and celestial energies converge in a grand, unseen choreography. Advances in satellite technology and ground-based sensors have begun to map these interactions in unprecedented detail. High-resolution magnetometers detect subtle shifts in magnetic flux, while radio sensors monitor signal disruptions with precise temporal resolution. These tools reveal that the electromagnetic anomalies are not static but propagate across the landscape, forming a complex pattern that echoes the turbulence of the space environment influencing Earth. The data indicates that these natural circuits are not fixed but evolve with the rhythms of the solar system, highlighting a dynamic planetary system that is both ancient and alive. The meteorites scattered across the desert are more than mere space debris, they are remnants of primordial worlds, carriers of secrets from the distant past of our solar system. Their unique compositions, featuring isotopic ratios and mineral structures rarely found on Earth, offer clues to the formation of planetary bodies and the early conditions of the solar nebula. The desert, thus, becomes a cosmic archive, a place where the universe's history unfolds beneath your feet, written in stone and metal, waiting to tell its story. Every new meteorite recovered is analyzed in laboratories around the world, revealing astonishing details about their extraterrestrial origins. Some samples contain presolar grains, tiny mineral fragments that predate the Sun itself, whispering of ancient stellar processes and cosmic collisions. Others show signs of intense shock metamorphism, evidence of violent impacts in the distant past, and the restless cosmic environment that continues to send fragments hurtling toward Earth. These pieces connect the pristine depths of space directly to the silent sands of this remote desert, a bridge across space and time. The electromagnetic disturbances induced by meteorite impacts and mineral reactions create brief yet intense bursts of energy, sometimes visible as flashes or glowing spheres. These phenomena seem to pulse in rhythm with the geomagnetic field, reinforcing the idea that the zone acts as a natural circuit, oscillating in tune with solar and cosmic influences. Their fleeting nature makes them particularly elusive, but each glimpse offers a tantalizing hint that the region's energy system is more complex and interconnected than previously imagined. Meanwhile, explorers report sensations beyond the physical feelings of being watched, moments of heightened awareness, or even unexplained flashes of insight. These subjective experiences suggest that the zone's electromagnetic environment could influence human consciousness, creating a feedback loop where the external energies and internal perceptions merge into a vivid, shared mystery. Such reports challenge the boundaries between science and the spiritual, inviting us to consider that some forces may be beyond current understanding. The cultural significance of the zone of silence continues to grow, especially among indigenous communities and local inhabitants. Their stories, woven through generations, speak of sacred sites and unseen guardians, beings or energies guarding the secrets of the universe. These narratives enrich scientific investigations, offering a spiritual dimension that complements the physical and chemical data, and reminding us that the zone is a living landscape, part of a larger cosmic fabric. Research initiatives now include deploying advanced plasma and particle detectors that can distinguish between natural geophysical signals and potential extraterrestrial influences. These sensors aim to capture the precise conditions under which plasma forms, how it interacts with magnetic fields, and whether there are signs of energy manipulation beyond natural processes. Each new discovery broadens the horizon, suggesting that the zone of silence is a window into a broader universe of energetic phenomena. The ongoing exploration reveals that the entire region functions like a giant, natural energy circuit, one that stores, amplifies, and releases electromagnetic energy in ways that are still poorly understood. Its subtle yet persistent activity invites us to expand our scientific models, to synthesize a new understanding of how planetary geology, space weather, and cosmic impacts merge into a unified, dynamic system, a living experiment across geological epochs. Despite the advances, the core of the mystery remains intact: the deep silence, the cosmic debris, the unpredictable magnetic flows. Each experiment, each measurement, adds a piece to the puzzle, but the full picture still eludes us. The zone of silence challenges us to think beyond conventional boundaries, to accept that some aspects of nature operate in ways that are not immediately comprehensible, urging patience and reverence for the universe's profound complexity. Tonight, amid the vast silence of the desert, imagine the cosmic energies at play: the meteorites falling silently from the starry sky, the magnetic fields pulsing beneath the ground, and the electromagnetic waves trembling through the atmosphere. Visualize this unseen network of energies, a silent, eternal web connecting Earth to the universe's depths, whispering that some mysteries are not meant to be unraveled quickly but appreciated slowly, in awe, and with respect for their sublime, cosmic origin. The zone of silence's silent desolation belies a hive of subtle energy, where the interplay of Earth's magnetic heartbeat and cosmic events unfolds beyond mortal gaze. Within this vast desert, the atmosphere and geology converge in a complex electromagnetic symphony, a silent orchestra that pulses invisibly but leaves unmistakable traces. Scientific instruments capture flickers of this hidden performance, revealing how the natural world sometimes transcends logic and enters the realm of the extraordinary. High above, satellites sweep over the sprawling desert, scanning for waves and signals imperceptible to human eyes. Their sensors detect patterns in the ionosphere, cosmic rays colliding with their molecules, and shifts in Earth's magnetic field, all temporal, intricate phenomena tied invisibly to the zone's terrestrial mysteries. These orbital observations bridge space and ground, linking the zone's magnetism with vast cosmic events, and suggesting the desert acts as a terrestrial receiver within a far-reaching communication network. Inside the desert, modern researchers deploy arrays of sensors and detectors, creating a digital web that hums with activity. Magnetometers record weak but complex magnetic oscillations, spectral cameras capture bursts of plasma light, radio receivers document signal dropouts as electromagnetic interference ripples unpredictably. This growing network transforms the zone into one of Earth's most intensively studied natural laboratories for electromagnetic and cosmic interactions. These efforts have exposed an intricate cycle day and night, solar flare and eclipse, meteorite shower and calm desert wind that modulates the zone's electromagnetic character. The natural rhythms of the Sun and of Earth's geophysical processes intersect here with a rare harmony, creating gestures of energy that, although complex and enigmatic, reveal a measured pulse beneath seeming chaos. It is, in a sense, the planet's own lullaby, a natural rhythm played in wavelengths and pulses rather than notes. The relationship between cosmic dust, meteorites, and Earth's magnetic field within the zone is particularly profound. As these spaceborne fragments plunge through the atmosphere, their paths are subtly altered by the desert's magnetic anomalies, and their impacts inject fresh material and energy into the ground's circuitry. This exchange knits the cosmos to the crust and the desert's silence to the thunder of celestial history, a dialogue that plays out over millennia but feels immediate in the silent night. Human senses, though limited, often grasp fragments of this cosmic conversation. Visitors report moments when time appears to slow, when one's awareness sharpens unexplainably, or when a humming vibration seems to fill the air. These subjective experiences highlight a zone where perception might extend beyond the ordinary, prompting questions about the nature of consciousness and its possible interplay with electromagnetic phenomena. The cultural tapestry surrounding the zone of silence enriches its scientific narrative. Indigenous folklore and local legends speak of guardians of the desert, spirits watching silently over the rocks and sands, embodying the unseen forces at play. These stories, intertwined with empirical study, remind us that human curiosity and reverence are not separate but complementary ways of encountering the world's mysteries. International teams collaborate in the ongoing exploration, bringing diverse perspectives and advanced technology. Geologists, atmospheric physicists, engineers, and anthropologists converge, weaving together data collected on the ground, from the air, and orbiting satellites. This multidisciplinary approach acknowledges the zone's complexity, where a single scientific lens cannot capture the full spectrum of phenomena, but a collective gaze might illuminate its many facets. Recent technological innovations, such as autonomous drones and AI-assisted data analysis, promise breakthroughs in capturing and interpreting the zone's transient phenomena. These tools can operate continuously in harsh environments, processing vast datasets in real time, highlighting patterns that eluded earlier generations of observers. They offer the hope that the zone's secrets, while enduring, are not beyond our growing reach. Despite the advances, the core enigma remains. The interplay of electromagnetic silence, meteorite magnetism, and cosmic influence resists reduction to a neat formula. Instead, it invites us into a broader understanding of nature's complexity and acceptance that some forces operate at scales and in modes that surprise and humble us, suggesting a universe far more layered, dynamic, and mysterious than our current science fully grasps. The zone of silence continues to pulse quietly beneath the stars, a dark jewel in the vast Mexican desert, where silence is not emptiness but a rich, vibrant field of hidden energy. Its mysteries woven from cosmic dust, electron waves, and magnetic storms whisper in frequencies felt but not always heard, urging us to listen deeply, to wonder patiently, and to embrace the enduring beauty of the unknown. Tonight, as the desert moon casts long, soft shadows and the air shimmers faintly with unseen currents, imagine this ancient dance, the fragile balance of cosmic forces and earthly energies converging in a place where silence reigns supreme. Envision yourself wrapped in quiet wonder, witnessing the silent symphony of the zone of silence, where the universe's secrets glow softly in the endless night, waiting to be heard by those who dare to listen. The zone of silence continues to captivate the scientific world, inspiring ongoing research that stretches across disciplines and technologies. As scientists delve deeper, they find themselves exploring not only the physical environment but the very edges of known physics, where electromagnetic phenomena may bridge the gap between material reality and energetic mysteries. This frontier of inquiry presses humanity to rethink the boundaries between science, nature, and the unknown. The integration of ground-based sensing networks with orbital satellites has allowed researchers to construct a comprehensive, dynamic picture of the zone's electromagnetic environment. These tools detect complex wave patterns, magnetic fluctuations, and ionospheric distortions that interact in unpredictable yet patterned ways. This synergy between earthbound and spaceborne instruments underscores how the zone operates at the nexus of terrestrial and cosmic forces, reminding us that our planet is deeply entwined with the broader universe. Meteorite showers within the zone provide tangible links between celestial events and terrestrial phenomena. Each meteorite's fall ignites transient plasma glows and electromagnetic pulses interacting with the desert's energetic matrix. Scientists speculate these events release bursts of energy capable of temporarily amplifying local electromagnetic anomalies, creating feedback loops that sustain the radio silence and create fleeting luminous displays. These meteorite interactions not only enrich scientific understanding but also inspire philosophical reflection. The desert becomes a cosmic crossroads, where fragments of distant stars and planets meet earthbound magnetic waves in a quiet, perpetual dance. This dance connects the heavens and the soil beneath our feet, inviting us to contemplate the infinite dialogue unfolding between worlds seen and unseen. At the interface of technology and perception lies the zone's most intriguing paradox: the subjective experience of its visitors. Many describe a shift in consciousness when entering the zone, altered senses, timeless moments, and emotional waves that heighten awareness of mystery. Neurophysiological studies seek to understand how electromagnetic fields influence brain activity, revealing a subtle but real interaction between environment and consciousness, a dynamic co-creation of experience and phenomena. The local community's lived experience frames the zone's scientific narrative with human depth. Their stories intertwine with desert winds and starry skies, blending natural events with spiritual meaning. This cultural context provides a lens for interpreting the phenomenon that respects both hard data and the intangible echoes of human wonder, underscoring that the zone is not just a place but a force shaping identity and perception. Global comparisons enrich the zone's significance. By studying similar anomalies in places like the Bermuda Triangle or the Marfa Lights, scientists gain insight into planetary-scale phenomena involving magnetic irregularities and electromagnetic interference. These parallels suggest the zone of silence is part of a global pattern, a natural laboratory revealing universal energetic laws rewriting what we know about the planet and beyond. Moreover, the zone's exploration drives technological advancements. From artificial intelligence processing vast datasets to drones navigating autonomously through unpredictable conditions, human ingenuity meets nature's complexity. These tools not only enhance observation but also foster new methods of interpreting intricate, high-dimensional data, shining light on patterns once hidden within noise and silence. Despite all progress, the core of the zone's enigma remains untouched, a reminder of science's humility before nature's grandeur. The silence persists, the light still pulse, and the cosmic stones rain down unceasingly, inviting us into a contemplative embrace of mystery. This enduring allure captures the human spirit, blending curiosity, awe, and reverence into the timeless desert night, where some secrets choose to remain radiant and unexplained. So as you listen, envelop yourself in the quiet vastness of the zone, feel the desert's breath, and imagine the cosmic ballet unfolding in the air and earth. Let the magnetism wash over your thoughts, the meteorites ignite your imagination, and the silence lull your spirit to peace. The zone of silence is not just a place of mystery, it is a sanctuary for wonder, an invitation to dream beneath the veil of night, where the universe gently hums its most ancient, unfathomable song. The desert night deepens, and the zone of silence holds its breath beneath a canopy of endless stars. The radio silence continues, the compasses still spin, and meteors fall silently, tracing silver arcs across the sky. This place, untouched by noise and defined by mystery, invites us to embrace the unknown, to listen without rushing, to find calm in questions unanswered. Each silent moment echoes with stories of space rocks landing softly, of magnetic fields whispering secrets, of ancient energies weaving an invisible web beneath our feet. The desert is not empty, it is alive with forces that have danced across millennia and that still pulse gently beneath the silence. It is a space where Earth speaks in a language of energy, quiet but profound, inviting us to tune in with patience. The silence is a sanctuary from the chaos of the noisy world, a lullaby that calms the restless mind and softens the edge of curiosity. It nurtures wonder without demand, offering beauty in absence. When technology fails and words retreat, silence remains the purest expression of mystery, a vast field where our imaginations may roam freely, unbounded by certainty. The zone of silence reminds us that in silence there is power, in stillness there is life, and in mystery there is grace. It teaches patience in the midst of uncertainty, hope in the absence of answers, and reverence for the vastness beyond comprehension. This desert of quiet holds more than magnetism, it holds a space for wonder, a place to dream beneath the unending sky. Tonight, as you ease into rest, let the desert's hush wrap around you like a soft blanket, let your breath slow, and your mind wander lightly among shooting stars and silent signals. Feel the gentle pulse of Earth as it cradles celestial debris and magnetizes the cosmos. Imagine the profound silence, the quiet dance of energy and shadow unfolding just beyond the reach of our senses. Thank you for joining this journey, for carrying these moments of quiet wonder alongside the drifting desert lights and cosmic stones. May your dreams be filled with silent skies and glowing mystery, and may you wake with a heart open to the vast unknown and the beautiful silence that holds it. Good night.